What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus Ally gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna try out that Senua Saga Hellblade 2. Now, it didn't run very good on the Steam Deck, dropped under 30 quite a bit. That's a little too much for that game in my opinion. It actually seemed to play alright at like low 720p settings with FSR on performance, so it's gotta be like 360p or some nonsense like that. So, not exactly great, but it was getting like 40-ish FPS most of the time, so you could honestly probably put it down to balanced. Or maybe not even use FSR at all. I kinda undersold that thing a little bit, but we're still probably gonna have, I think we're gonna just have to use it here. Hey, don't you go to sleep on me as well. So I don't think we're gonna have any actually native 1080p or 900p or any of that stuff. I'll try it out real quick, but I just don't think that's gonna work. But anyway, let's stop wasting time and let's hop onto the game. I'm gonna try to get 1080p and 900p, but I don't know, might be too much VRAM for it. At least this one lets me have 6, so we'll see. Anyway, to the game.
Alright, now I wanted to do native 1080p, but I figured if that menu with nothing going on is only getting 30 FPS, there's just no way. So we're going to do FSR 3, and we're just going to leave that on quality for all the different things, and we'll just leave it on low. Obviously, once you start getting to the 900p and 720p, you could probably honestly put a couple of those up to medium, maybe even get away with 1 or 2 on high. But we're just going to keep it all the same. But anyway, that's that, so to the game. Alright, here we go. And as usual, it's getting extremely similar performance to the Steam Deck with the higher resolution. Sometimes it can get away with higher settings, not this time though. And I'm sure it'll still drop under 30 here and there. Yep, see, 28, 26. Just like the Steam Deck was doing at some spots. Focus, hey? Alright. Alright, so there's a symbol somewhere. I was having trouble finding it before, but I didn't look that hard. I kind of just like looked up a little bit and was like, alright. But my first thought was there's a lot of stuff floating, so maybe something up there is the symbol, and you just have to look at it at the right angle. That right there looks kind of suspicious right in the middle, so I'm going to have to go with that probably. There we go.
Yes, you've done it. You completed the symbol. What now? You must go back to the gate. She must go back.
Back to the gate.
Is the source of the darkness. Source of their darkness. You need to understand it. Uncover the darkness, Senua. This is why you have come.
And there it goes. I can finally get through.
Source of all this. I promised.
Other people are suffering all over the place here. Anyway, though, let us move on to 900p. Alright, so now we're going to drop the res down to 900p, still with the same FSR 3 quality, so obviously that changes the resolution once again. Don't know to what. But we're leaving the rest of this on low, just to kind of keep stuff all the same, to kind of just see what the resolution does. But once we get to this one, and also 720p, I'm sure you could turn a couple of these up here and there, but in any case, let us now get into the game. Well, alright, here we go with 900p now. So, seems like we're at least over 30 most of the time now. We'll see if we drop under, just like we did at 1080p with low, but hopefully that small drop in resolution is enough. Oh, again, of course, since I haven't played through the whole game, there could still be spots, even if it doesn't here, it could possibly drop under 30 here and there. Just putting that out there. Just like hell, for all I know, after playing the game for an hour or two, it'll start crashing. A couple of games have done that to people. I'm still waiting for a response back on that one Dragon's Dogma Rise game. I got to the spot I think they're talking about, and so far it hasn't crashed for me, but then I started thinking, well shit, what if it's later on in the game you come back here and now it's like a completely different area, and that's where it's crashing for them. But they didn't respond yet, so I have no idea. Although who knows, they might have gotten ticked off at me and just unsubbed or whatever. Or they were just a passing by person who was never subscribed. And they just didn't see the message and don't know how to respond. Or didn't feel like it. There could be a plethora of reasons.
What have you done?
Please help!
Yep, and I couldn't hear anything. Well, I had this thing hooked up to the capture computer, which is hilarious for a game where you're supposed to mostly use sound. But we got through.
There's nothing you can do.
See the body, Senua.
Do you see? Do you see?
Them up to show you how you lost. Look at them, Senua. The faces of the ones you failed.
The waves are going crazy. Anyway, though, I think that's a good time to move on to a little 720p now. So, now we're going to do 720p, but with FSR 3, so I don't know what that equates to. 360p, 480p, who knows? I really should just look up a chart at some point. And then I'd know. Well, after a while, I'm sure I'd have to look at the chart a couple of times to remember everything, especially with my stoner-ass memory. But anyway, that's the end of the settings, so why don't we now go and get into the game and see how 720p does. Now, here we go. We got ourselves a little 720p. Everything's still on low. FSR's on quality. And it seems like we're getting closer to 50 FPS now at least, so definitely a lot more playable. Don't get me wrong, I would have loved 60 FPS, but that just ain't happening, even if I plugged it into the wall and gave it the maximum power it could possibly have. And set the fan curve up to keep it cool as shit, it still wouldn't be able to stay at 60. Not in this game. Now, if you had yourself that external GPU that they make for this system, then yeah, sure. Although it'd probably have to be the 4091, which is really a 4080 desktop or a laptop one, so. Well, I should say the 4090 laptop mobile is a 4080 desktop, I guess I should say. Not to confuse people any more than I already probably did with that statement. So that means, like, if you get the 4080, it's like having a 4070. Everything's down a notch.
Find somewhere to hide.
But hey, it's not like my laptops don't do that too. They both name themselves something higher, and in reality it's something a little lower. Like my 6800M. It's not a 6800 XT or anything like that. It's a 6700 XT. And then the closest GPU I can find to my 7900M is a 6800 XT. Or a 6800 XT, yeah. But there were still a couple things here and there different about it, so I don't think it's a complete one-to-one comparison. Ah, shit. It's finally battle time. Hell no, we're gonna grab his sword and we're gonna stab living shit out of him. Alright. Any more? Alright, I think we're okay for now. I'm sure there'll be more of those guys on this shore. Well, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I remember there being when I played. But anyway, why don't we now move to camera? Alright, now for some camera recorded gameplay here. It actually let me use 720p and didn't do that micro screen BS, so that's good. Well, I don't even know how to fucking attack, so we're gonna have to figure out. There we go.
Don't try something else. He destroyed your technique. Attacking me. Big difference anyway. It's not working.
There we go.
It was because of you.
gotta be a way to go somewhere. Alright, I think that's where I came in. Gotta be a way to go. Where that way to go is, I don't know. But we gotta find it. Can I like duck through this stuff? Nope. Alright. Looks like maybe we can go this way. Climb over this thing. There we go.
Let him go! Keep fighting back!
Alright.
To survive, you must. You have to survive for us. You made a promise. How could you? All of this death because of you.
That is definitely not the way to go. I think they want us to go this way.
Why did you bring your curse here?
Why'd you bring your curse here? Alright, well maybe there's somewhere to go further off in the fog here. Nope, we don't slide through that one. Here. Nope. Just want to make sure I don't pass through something, you know? Because some stuff you can walk through, some stuff you just can't, so. That's where I just came in, so I don't think it wants us to go back that way. So, we'll just do what I always do. We'll just comb the friggin' wall. If we comb the wall, we gotta find out where to go, and if we get back to where we got in, then it must not be the right spot to be right now. Or I did everything there was to do here, like just killing that one dude. But in any case, I think that's about time for us to wrap up anyway, so let's go wrap the video on up. Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for Senua Saga Hellblade 2, and it did much better here than it did on the little mini PC or the Steam Deck, so I guess that should be expected. It's the newest, like, form of mini computer I have, and it could have an external GPU too if you get Asus's overpriced thing, but I'm not gonna probably be doing that. If I was gonna get an external GPU, I'd get one for that little mini PC and try that out. maybe upgrade its RAM to a little faster RAM. Although if I have external GPU, I don't think it really will matter that much. But I think it'll still help a little. If that wasn't the case, why would people bother getting faster RAM for their desktop systems, right? But anyway, it did a pretty acceptable job here. And obviously, we could just turn FSR off, I think, once we got to 720p, but I just wanted to keep it the same as the rest of the stuff. And heck, on 720p, you could probably turn a couple things on medium too if you're gonna have FSR on like that anyway, instead of just having it on low. But like I said, just trying to keep it as close to apples as I can, but as the resolution is the only thing that's really changing. And then ever since we're using FSR, it's going to keep lowering it even more. I don't know what it would be technically at 720p, but probably around 360p or something like that, I would imagine. Maybe even lower, who knows. But in any case, it still ran pretty good. Didn't look the best in the world, but didn't look as horrible as some games. And it didn't look as bad as the Steam Deck because we didn't have to use this as aggressive as FSR. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys for this particular video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.